Got our canning stuff kind of mise en place. So we have a nice clean towel, and we've got our jars, and Ball has this really great kind of canning kit. These really great tools. This is a magnetic, I don't even know what you call it, but basically it helps you pull the lids out of the water as you're sterilizing them, so you don't have to burn your fingers. This helps get rid of bubbles. We have our tongs, and this green contraption helps you pull out the jars. And then there's these great funnel things that keep food material from getting onto the edges of your jars. You want to be clean at all times when you're canning things. So we're going to sterilize all this, and we'll show you how. We have a nice rolling boil in our pot, and we put the lids and the rings in first. We sterilize them for about 5 minutes. And then we're going to take them out and sterilize the jars. Alright, so we're about to take out our tops. So Richie's using that magnet with tongs to get them out and plopped onto our nice clean towel. Clean, clean, clean. Clean everything. Do not use your fingers. You're just putting germs back onto things. So you can see how we're not touching anything. Make sure water gets into all those. So you're going to have to use your tongs or whatever to get water inside. This is going to kill all the bacteria on the jars. See, some of these jars are not totally covered. You have to have these jars covered. And you're going to lose water as things boil, so my husband's getting more water.
So that means we gotta boil longer.
We gotta boil longer because now we're cooling down the water. You want a rolling boil for at least 5 minutes. So once you get things back up to a boil, then you time it. Things look pretty good there. Might want to maybe top it off just a bit more. Because again, water evaporates, so kick the heat up. Let's get this boiling again. And we'll time it for 5 minutes. So while the jars are in there, I am slowly turning these over, tapping them a little bit. I want to get all the water off both sides. Same thing with these guys. So keep flipping them, tapping them. See how far you get getting it all off like that. See, already they're starting to dry. Alright, so there's still some water, I'm noticing, in little hidden crevices. So that's where I take this and just kind of get in there and dab. If you want to use your finger like this, make sure you're holding it with a paper towel. You can get in and hold it and really get into, see how I'm getting into the crevices a little bit? I'm not touching it with my hand. So even though I'm washing my hands and being really clean, as all of us should be, I just don't know what bacteria is hiding. So in doing that, you get all that water out. So go through and just check and make sure while your jars are finishing their sterilization that there's no water anywhere. The jars are ready. So pull out your wire basket with tongs, invert them, get all the water out. Now, technically, the water's going to evaporate pretty quickly, but just in case, we don't want water in there. So you can invert the jars. You can also do the paper towel trick I just showed you. Inside sterilized jars, we're going to put our little funnel in here to make sure that things go nicely inside, and we're going to ladle our delicious chutney carefully in. Look at that.
Quarter-inch from the top, approximately. They say you can do an 1/8 inch. I think 1/4 inch is probably better. Just an inch more, eh?
An ooch. Gently pull up, move to the next one. Try not to get your rims dirty. If you do, don't freak out. You just kind of wipe it down. So continue. Fill all the jars. Alright, look at those babies. Nice. Alright, so now you seal. You're using a damp paper towel to make sure that the rims are clean.
Lightly damp.
Lightly damp, we don't want water. We just want to wipe things down. Use your magnetic thingamabobber. I don't know what it's called. And then put your rim on. You can touch that rim on the outside, it's okay. Just whatever's touching inside needs to be clean. You're going to lightly put the ring on. Don't go too tight. Things are going to move around a little bit as you're sealing. And the babies go. We're using the canning gadget that comes with the ball canning set. It's got some nice rubber on the end so that things don't slip. We're putting it back into the hot water bath. So into the wire basket they go. It fits 6 jars.
Six plus one.
In the middle? That's right. Always put one in the middle. Make sure they're totally immersed.
We can boil them for 10 minutes.
10 minutes. And time it. Hands are ready. So we pull them up. Oh, you can hear them popping already. That is the sound you're looking for. Popping. It means things are getting sealed. So gently take each of them out. We're going to use our fun little gadget again from the ball. Drain a little bit and then bring them over to your clean towel. As you take them out and they cool down, you're going to hear a lot of popping. Hear that popping? It's like popcorn. Also, as they pop, the center here, the lid, is going to start looking a little indented. And that's that means it's sealed. So as they cool down, you're going to hear popping throughout. Oh, did you hear that? You're going to hear popping. After a few hours, check and make sure that things are nicely sealed and that you've got a nice indent and that every single one of these has popped. Once they're cool, you can either get rid of your outer lid or tighten it up. I prefer to keep them on and just tighten them a little bit, just for a little extra sealing. I don't know, I just feel better personally. If you don't have a seal, If you think you haven't sealed something,
Put it in the fridge.
put it in the fridge and eat it within pretty much a couple weeks. And there we are. Aren't they pretty? These are going to be great gifts, and they're going to go great with some pork, chicken, lamb, some veal, and even some Indian food. That's it. Thanks for joining the Urban Domestic Diva and her husband today, canning in the kitchen. Enjoy tomato season.